Question number 7. If 5 men can paint a wall in 3 hours, how many men will paint the same wall in 3/4 hours, working at the same rate? This kind of question is a proportion problem. It's either a direct proportion or an inverse proportion. Let's take a look at the question again. 5 men paint a wall in 3 hours. How many men will paint the wall in 3/4 hours? So the number of men here, number of men, and numbers of hours of work. We have 5 men, 3 hours. Now, how many men? We don't know yet. So let's represent it with x for 3/4 hours. So these are numbers. From 3, it decreases to 3/4. What happens is that for the number to decrease from 3 to 3/4, the number of men would have increased. So it increases from what? From 5 to x. So it increases. So this arrow that it increased from 5 to x. So increased, it decreased. As one is increasing, the other one is decreasing. As one increased, the other one decreased. The number of men increased, the number of hours taken for the job to be done, for them to paint the wall, decreased. Now this is an inverse proportion. Inverse proportion. An increase in the number of men is equal to a decrease in the number of hours taken. In the number of hours taken. Now, so we can solve this problem in this way. So let's see, 5/x is equal to, now since what happened is that one is increasing and the other one is decreasing, we have to interchange the order. So we are not going to write 3/3/4 since this is an inverse proportion. So inverse proportion is that as one is increasing, the other one will be decreasing. If you are adding to one side, you have to use the opposite of adding. Addition is going to be subtract. If you are dividing on one side, you are going to do what to the other side, you are going to multiply. So what is going to happen now is that we bring 3/4 up, then over 3, because it's an inverse proportion. 5/x is what we have here, but on the other side, we are going to interchange it. 3 will go up, 3/4 will go up, and 3 will come down. Now we can cross multiply. Now what is going? So we have x times 3/4. That's going to be 3x over 4 equals 5 times 3, 15. So let's multiply 4. So we multiply for both sides by 4. Anything you do to the left hand side of the equation, you must do to the right hand side of the equation. We did this in order to cancel out this 4 in the denominator. Now, what do you have next? 4 cancel out, 4 cancel. You have 3x is equal to 15 times 4, that is 60. What do we do next? We can divide both sides of the equation. Both sides of the equation by 3. So 3 cancel here, 3 cancel here. We have x is equal to 60/3. 3 in 60, that is 20. That is 20. So the final answer, before we shade the final answer, let's look at there's a thing I want you to know is that this arrow, don't be confused by this arrow. We say that we have the arrow like this from x to 5, but we wrote 5x. It's still the same thing. We can also do it that way. So we can say x, let's follow the arrow, how the arrow is. So x over 5. So x over 5, right? Now look at the arrow is coming down. So 3 over 3 over 4. So we have x times 3 over 4, that is 3x over 4 is equal to 5 times 3, 15. The same step, we are going to get x is equal to 20. So we see how I arrive at the same answer. So the final answer is option D. Option D is the final answer. So 20 men will paint the wall in 3 over 4 hours.